Hello everyone. So today I'm just going to do a short sequence with a few balances. So we'll start in a kneeling position. If you don't like kneeling, you can always come down to a cross-legged position. So lengthening through the spine, just placing one hand on top of the other, palms facing up. And then closing off the eyes or just taking the gaze down to the mat, relaxing the shoulders, tuning into your breath, allowing the belly to rise and fall. So breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. And then starting to open the eyes, just take the arms up to the sky, turning the palms away from you, interlacing the fingers, stretching the arms up high, and then release the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, sending the heart forwards, opening the chest, and then releasing the hands, placing the hands down in front, coming up onto your all fours. So we'll take a couple of cat-cow stretches just to loosen up the spine. So dropping the belly down towards the mat, lifting the chest, lifting the tailbone, and then exhaling, rounding out the back. Inhaling, sending the heart forwards. Exhaling, rounding out the back, pressing the mat away. Inhaling, looking forwards, maybe lifting the heels up towards the bottom. And then exhaling, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, rounding out the back. Maybe lifting the knees away, stretching out the front part of the foot, and then releasing all the way down. So extend your right leg back behind you, tuck the toes under, press the heel away, and then lift that right leg away from the mat, drawing in the belly, squeezing the glutes, toes pointing down, and then take the left arm out in front. Taking your gaze to the tip of the mat, and then start to take the left arm out to the left side, left corner, right leg to the right corner, and then bring them back to center. So again, take them out to the corners and then back to center. One more out to the corners, back to center, and then release the left hand down. Bring the knee into the chest, rounding out the back. And then extending that left leg back behind you, releasing the right foot down to the mat, taking the right arm up to the sky. Opening across the chest and then reaching the right arm forwards, brushing the right ear with the top of the right arm, and then lifting the right leg away, squeezing the glutes. Keeping that right foot active, either pointing the foot or flexing the foot. And then releasing the hand and the knee back down to the mat. So switching sides, extending your left leg back behind you, tucking the toes under, just feeling a stretch through the left calf, left hamstring, and then lift the leg away from the mat. Drawing in the belly, reach the right arm forwards, finding your balance, using the breath, nice even breaths in and out through the nose, and then take the right arm out to the right corner, left leg out to the left side, and then back to center. So out to the sides, out to the corners, back to center. One more. Coming back to center, and then release the right hand down. Bring the left knee into the chest, rounding out the back. And then extending that left leg back behind you. Drop the foot down to the mat and take the left arm up to the sky, opening across the chest. Extend the left arm forwards, brushing the left ear with the top of the left arm and then picking the back foot up away from the mat. Again, using the breath and then releasing down, coming to your all fours position. So tuck both toes under, just hover the knees a couple of inches off the mat, starting to use the core muscles. And then take the hips up towards the sky, finding your downward dog. Lengthening through the spine, just finding stillness to start with. And then press one heel down and then the other. Stretching out through the backs of the legs, giving the head a bit of a shake, yes and no. And then coming back to your still downward dog. Keep the left foot down on the mat and then take the right leg up to the sky. Bring the right knee into the chest, hovering the knee above the mat and then stepping that right foot up towards the right thumb. Keep the back knee lifted and then take the arms up to the sky into a high lunge. Bring the hands to the heart center and then start to take the chest forwards over the front leg, sending the weight forwards as you pick the back leg up away from the mat, coming into warrior three. Lift the torso, bringing the left knee into the chest, coming into your stork position. And then take that left leg back behind you, back to warrior three. This time you can release the hands to the sides of the body, palms towards the legs, and then bring the torso up, bring the knee in towards the chest, bring the hands back to the heart center, back to your stork. We'll do one more, extending the left leg back behind you into your warrior three. This time option to take the arms out to aeroplane arms. Oops, bit of a wobble. Wobbles are good. And then bring the hands back to the heart center, bringing the knee in towards the chest, back to your stork position. Take the right hand onto the left knee, left arm up to the sky, and then reach it back behind you. Bring the left hand back to the knee, bringing that foot in towards the chest, and then place the left foot on the right thigh, inside of the right thigh. I'll turn to face you. So coming into your tree position, so pressing the left foot in towards the right thigh, and then bringing the hands to the heart center. You can modify your tree by taking the foot a little bit lower to the calf or toes onto the mat, ankle to ankle, just trying to open the left knee out to the side. So finding a position that works for you. And to start with, you could always take a right hand out to the wall. So taking your focus, your gaze, to something that's not moving. And then option to reach the arms up to the sky, above the head, joining the thumb and the first finger. And then taking the arms out to the sides, relaxing the shoulders. Release the hands onto the hips, turn the left knee forwards, extend the left leg out in front, and then place the right foot back down to the mat. Give the legs a little bit of a shake, and then reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forwards. Take the hands to the mat. Stepping back into your downward dog, just pedaling out the feet, shaking the head yes and no. And then this time, lifting the left leg up to the sky. Bring the left knee into the chest. Shoulders come forwards. Right heel is lifted, and then step the left foot up to the left thumb or help it to get there. Arms reach up to the sky for your high lunge. Bring the hands to the heart center, and then start to take the chest forward over the front leg, peeling the back toes away from the mat, lifting the back leg into your warrior three. Pointing or flexing the back toes, squaring off the hips, and then bring that right knee into the chest as you come to standing into your stork position. And then sending the right leg back behind you, back to your warrior three. Arms can stay at the prayer position, or you can take the arms back behind you, palms into the sides of the body. Lifting the torso, bringing the knee into the chest, back to your stork position. And then again, coming back to warrior three, pressing the back heel away. Option to take the arms out to the sides, the aeroplane arms. And then bring the right knee into the chest. And then placing the left hand onto the right knee, take the right arm up to the sky, back behind you. Bring the right knee, right arm forwards, and then come into your tree. So I'll turn back to face forwards, taking the right knee onto the left leg, or finding a position lower down, ankle to ankle, or onto the calf, and then bringing the hands to the heart center. Option to take the arms above the head, joining the thumb and first finger, opening your arms like branches. Staying for a few breaths, and then release the hands onto the hips, turn the right knee forwards, extend the right leg out in front, and then release the leg back down. Just give the legs a really good shake out. Whew. And then come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, folding forwards, bringing the hands to the mat. Stepping back into your downward dog and just pedaling out the feet, pressing one heel down and then the other, shaking the head yes and no, and then dropping the knees down and tucking the toes, Taking the hips towards the heels, finding child's pose. Releasing the forehead down to the mat, just rolling the head from side to side. And then lifting all the way back up, sweeping the arms back behind you, reaching them up to the sky, and then bringing the hands back to the heart center. Taking the thumbs up to the space between the eyebrows, inhaling, exhaling, folding forwards. So that was a quick sort of balance flow, which you can add on to some of the other flows or just do it as a one-off. Thank you very much.